7 people over 70 years old that are still working just to pay the bills. Yeah, it happens, guys. It happens, and it's a sad situation. Leave me some comments. Are you in that position now? Or do you know other people that are in that position? I mean, if you're working because you want to work, that's one thing. But if you're working because you have to work, that's another. So here are 7 people, 7 different stories I have for you. And this is all, I got this from Reddit. Hey, first of all, guys, I just started a new Instagram channel. If you have not been over there, I would really appreciate your support on there. It's just starting up. It's a little fledgling. It's a little baby. It's waiting. I need approval. So if you don't mind, guys, there's a link down here in the description. I will be doing a lot of retirement topics, but also some topics that might not be just retirement topics that might interest you. Thanks, I appreciate it. So here's story number 1. This is a man, 76 years old, who was a retired software engineer. He has his own business now, helping elderly/low-income people with their computers. Great idea. His nest egg was wrecked over the last 40 years by economic downturns, real estate, and layoffs. His company now provides just enough income for him to pay his bills. I mean, fighter jet. Woo, man. I wish I could show you guys, but it's too quick. They're gone like that. They usually come over, I don't know, 3-4 times during the week. Pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, pretty amazing. What a great idea. And hey, if he has bills to pay, they're paying his bills. He says just barely, but they're paying them. Number 2, here's a man who is 81. He works up to 20 hours a week doing medical surveys. He does this for the health insurance benefits. Okay, well, it's kind of confusing on this. What about Medicare? I don't understand this one, but it says that he's not happy with the benefits he had, so he is working just for his health insurance benefits. Okay, I guess more power to him. If he still wants to work at 81, great, good for him. Number 3, okay, this one hits home hard. Here's a man who is 72. He works just to support his dying son who has 5 kids and no wife. He was divorced and he's dying. Doesn't say what his son was dying from, but can you imagine being in that situation? Yeah, you would think most people would do that. Retirement vodka time got me choked up. Most people would probably do the same thing in that situation. But God, can you imagine? Maybe this guy, it doesn't say, but maybe he wasn't working until a couple years ago. Maybe he didn't need to work, but now he does. Because in this case, his son has 5 kids. And he says he's dying, so he's probably not working. Very sad. Number 4, here is a man, 76 years old, who is still working because him and his wife have a daughter with severe mental health issues. Yeah, another tough one. He's working to provide for her, and this is, I mean, you talk about a devoted father or a parent. He is working to provide for her and build up a fund for her when he and his wife are gone. Man, 76, yeah, I think this is another situation where probably a lot of us would be doing the same thing. I think I sure would. I mean, it doesn't say how old their daughter is, but he could be doing this for years to come. He's 76. What if he lives to 90? Yeah, tough situation. It just shows you guys, it's like you would like to think that a lot of people in retirement are working just because they want to work, not because they have to. But these 7 stories tell you that yeah, even my doggies over here, they're getting affected by it. It tells you there's some tough situations out there. And these could have been people that were retired, they were fine, set financially, but all of a sudden something happened. Like in the case of the one before this, the man and his dying son. I mean, brutal. Here's the next one. Here is a woman who has gone back to work at Walmart to pay for her meds and to pay rent. Okay, Is this something maybe, it doesn't say, it says she went back to work. So is this maybe a recent medical problem that popped up that needs very expensive drugs that Medicare is not covering? Sounds like it. And she needs that to pay for that and her rent. Okay, so maybe she got a divorce. Maybe, the husband got the house. I don't know. As you'll see in one of these other examples, that's what happened. But yeah, another brutal situation. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Sometimes you just have to do what you're going to do. It doesn't matter where you are in life, right? You just do what you got to do. Yeah, another sad one. Here is the next one, number 6. It's another woman, this one, who went back to work because she's leaving her hoarder husband and needs money to pay for her rent. So here's the one I was talking about. Seems like the husband is getting the house. Why? Who knows? But he's a hoarder. Sounds like that's the reason she's left him. And if she wants to get out, she's got to pay for her own rent. Sorry guys, noisy today in this video. It's usually so quiet up here. It's a guy trimming his brush. I'm almost done, damn it. So yeah, she wants to get away from her hoarder husband. I mean, sounds like she really wants it bad enough if she's going back to work in order to pay for her rent. What do you do in that case? Hey, you do what you got to do. If the situation is that bad where you just can't stand being there anymore, yeah, I'd probably do the same thing just to get out. Get away from that hoarder, man. What do you got? What do you have, like those 4 little dolls sitting there on the top of the toilet for? I'm tired of them. I told you I'm tired of them. And the last one I have for you guys. Here is a man, 71 years old, who says Social Security is a joke. So even though he's getting Social Security, he says it's a joke. It's not enough. He has worked since he was 16, and he is now 71, but he never saved any money in his whole working life. Yeah, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to be working, and this happens to a lot of people, guys. That's the problem with, lifestyle creep. It can crop up at any time. You could be really good for years, okay? And all of a sudden you get this big raise, this big promotion, and you're like, I'm tired of just like barely getting by. I'm going to start splurging. Okay, you can do that once in a while, but if you adopt that mindset, now I'm not saying this guy's what happened to him, but if you have that mindset that every time you get a raise, every time you get a promotion, your lifestyle is going to creep upwards. What do you think's going to happen with your savings? Okay, you could have been let's say you were contributing, 5%, 6% into your 401k to get a company match. If you succumb to lifestyle creep, sometimes those percentages don't go up much, if at all. And you get to the top point, you're 62, and it's like, oh, hey, honey, we got a $2 million house, we got 3 cars, but we've only got $75,000 saved for retirement. It can happen so easy. It happens all the time. So guys, I beg of you, please, anytime you get a raise, a promotion, bump up that percentage that you are putting into your 401k. Doesn't have to be the whole raise. Just bump up at least half, let's say. That's what I tried to do. So go from like 5% to 7%. You don't have to go from 7% to 23% overnight. It's a gradual thing. I started, I think it was 4%, 6%, 9%, on and on, upwards by 2 or 3 percentage points until I was, 54, 55. And then I was saving like, a little bit below 25% of my income. So it can be done, guys. So yeah, 7 people that are still working because they have to. Don't be in that situation. Now, a couple of these, yes, I understand. Sometimes life just hits you upside the head with these things. In this case, the man's dying son. What are you going to do? Well, hopefully you'd had enough in the bank where you might not have to go back to work, but who knows? It could be catastrophic meds. It could be so expensive that he has to do it. So outside of those things where those unexpected twists and turns in life, other than that, guys, just save. So you don't have to be in the situation that these 7 people over 70 found themselves in. And as always, from a lovely high desert, it's pretty chilly today, 44 degrees. We got this.